cannot have this massive truck idling here. This is a residential area.
Ma'am, this is my property and my private scale.
I'm calling the association.
This is my land, so keep off.
You cannot do this. The trucks need to pass. This is a violation.
I never expected my livestock scale to become the center of an HOA battle. Then their construction trucks started using my private property as a shortcut. The first truck looked like an accident. The second made me suspicious. And by the fifth truck, I knew something was wrong. That night, I pulled out every document I had. The property boundary ran directly around the scale and access road. The HOA had plenty of roads of its own. They were using mine because my route was shorter and saved their contractors time. But every truck had one weakness. My livestock scale recorded exactly what crossed my property. The scale didn't care about HOA claims or angry phone calls. It simply recorded every vehicle, every weight, and every time it crossed. After a week, I had something far more valuable than an argument. I had a complete record of their hauling operation. Then the HOA made its biggest mistake. They demanded that I stop recording their trucks. She said my records were irrelevant. I told her they could call them irrelevant after they read every entry. I started keeping backup copies of everything. If someone questioned one record, I could show them the original data. Eventually, I took the records to the county. I wasn't asking them to take my side. I was asking them to check the facts. The county map confirmed what my deed already showed. The trucks were crossing private property to reach the development, and the scale record showed something else. This wasn't occasional access. Dozens of heavy loads were moving through every day. I organized everything by date, truck, weight, and time. By the end, the binder was several inches thick. The HOA finally realized the county was asking questions. Suddenly, the tone of their messages changed. Their latest letter demanded that I surrender access to my scale records. I refused. For the first time, the truck stopped at the property line. The shortcut they depended on was no longer available. The county inspector came out to see the route for himself. He noticed the heavy traffic had damaged the drainage area beside the road. The trucks weren't just using the road. Their weight had started affecting the drainage system along the route. Now the question wasn't whether the trucks had permission. It was whether the entire hauling route had been properly planned and documented. I handed over complete records. Every truck had left a digital footprint behind. Within days, the hauling operation slowed dramatically. Without the private shortcut, the contractors had to use the approved route. The HOA board had no easy explanation for the records. Their own paperwork didn't match what had actually happened on the ground. When a dispute reached a formal hearing, I didn't need to raise my voice. I simply opened the binder and let the timeline speak for itself. The records connected everything together. Property boundaries, truck weights, timestamps, and the condition of the road all told the same story. The trucks eventually moved to the proper route. My scale went back to weighing livestock instead of construction traffic. I never wanted a fight with the HOA. I just wanted them to respect the property line. And the records proved exactly where that line was. Sometimes the strongest proof is an argument. It's a record nobody can explain away. If you enjoyed this HOA story, subscribe, and comment where you're watching from.